All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are getting ready for some eggs in the snake room. Well, not immediately, but we're getting close. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so I've got two females that are, one just went through her pre-lay shed and that another is going through her pre-lay shed. I have 5 other females that I believe they're going to lay. I've been able to fill follicles, and just looking at their body shape, you know, you can kind of tell when snakes ovulate. And so let's go ahead and take a look at these 2 females that are getting ready for eggs. Okay, so the first snake that we've got here is my lesser female. Now, she laid for me last year. She laid a good clutch of 8 eggs last year, and she is looking mighty plump. I paired her up with my bamboo Mojave, possible Hidden possible, I forget, there's something else possible in there. Cinnamon. But, and so we'll get some white snakes with blue eyes, we'll get some bamboos, we'll get some Mojaves, possibly even some Hidden and some cinnamons. Pretty excited about her. She's been one of my, a little bit of trouble snake because I've had some swelling on her lip that I've had to take her to the vet. But she's actually doing a lot better. She received a big dose of antibiotics, Baytril. So I'm hoping that that doesn't affect her eggs at all. The vet said it shouldn't, but we'll just cross our fingers and wait and see. Okay, so this next snake, she is actually going through her pre-lay shed right now. So she doesn't look too great, and that's my albino female. I just missed it in here to give a little bit of humidity for her shed, and so I'm really excited. I paired her up with a candy, so Candino, so I'll be able to get half albinos and half candinos theoretically with her clutch. So really super excited. I'm hoping 7 or 8 eggs from her as well. All right, everybody, so that does it for the snakes that I'm preparing to get some clutches of eggs from them. All the others are actually doing really well. This girl has a huge ovulation. She's sitting at 3,800 grams, which, if you know anything about ball pythons, that's getting towards the big side, like the really big side, closer to the 4,000 and 5,000 markers. So, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. I actually am diversifying my reptile collection, and I'm going to be getting into something special. They're being imported, so they're actually not being imported from the wild. They're being imported from a Canadian breeder, and I don't want to spoil what they are just yet because I'm just really excited about adding them to my breeding plans. But I'll show you that I'm getting ready for them because I've had to do some feeder bins. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is a feeder bin that I just put together today. It's got some Missouri rat and mouse food, so really high quality stuff there. And I got a bunch of crickets running around. I've got about 100 of them. And I don't actually want to breed these long term unless it's a really nice experience. I've heard that some people, you know, the smell can get a little overwhelming. But the reason why I'm started breeding these is because crickets breed a lot faster than roaches do. And speaking of roaches, let's go ahead and take a look at my roach colony. Alright guys, so this is my roach colony. Let me know if you want to learn how to make these tubs. There are lots of videos out there on how to do it, but if you want to know how I do it, I'd be more than happy to show you. It's really quite easy. So most people breed dubia roaches, which can't say too much wrong about dubia roaches, but I'm actually breeding lobster roaches. And the reason why I'm breeding lobster roaches is they are just a little bit more prolific. They're smaller than dubias, so they breed faster. They get their sizes, their colonies, up quite a bit faster than dubia roaches do. And got a nice big, lots of roaches there. But I needed something that would produce fast for me. And lobster roaches are an ideal food for the things that I'm going to be getting in, because they're softer. They have a softer body than a dubia roach does. Lobster roaches are climbers, but you can take some precautions to deal with that. Let me just turn this around here. But there are some things you can do to deal with that, with them climbing. You can put Vaseline around the top and they won't escape. And to me, honestly, they just seem like a really great option. Maybe eventually I'll do some dubias, but dubias, from my understanding, take a really long time. Lobster roaches don't. And so, anyways, so the new imports that I'm bringing in, they are obviously not snakes, because they don't eat rodents. So I'm really excited. I hate to leave you guys leaving on a cliffhanger, but I'm just gonna do it because I just want to wait. It's gonna be more exciting, more fun to actually talk about it when they're here. It's several of them, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Anyways, I'm going to do a build video for when I make their enclosures, and feel free to join me on that. Also, I have some new arrivals that I'll showcase in a couple other videos, and hopefully give you an idea of what my breeding plans are for the future for my ball pythons. So anyways, really super excited. A lot of things happening here. I just want to thank you guys for joining me today. If you enjoyed being here, then go ahead and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Steve from Clutch Pythons. Thanks, guys.